Hi everyone, welcome to Travel Diaries with Adi. In this second episode of my Greece travel series, we will explore the iconic city of Athens. Our journey started from Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi. We had got an amazing deal on the Qatar Airways and it was a connecting flight via Doha in Qatar. It was a Dreamliner series aircraft and after a 4 hours 15 minutes flight, we reached at Doha Airport. Although now it's been replaced by a new airport called Hamad International Airport, the old Doha airport was extremely beautiful with great exterior and interior designs. Here are some beautiful images captured during our stopover here. This particular play area for kids especially fascinated us and our son spent a good time here. Soon it was time for us to catch our next connecting flight to Athens. Athens, the capital of Greece, is considered to be the heart of ancient Greece civilization. Named after Athena, the goddess of wisdom, this city is dominated by century-old landmarks, top archaeological sites and museums. By metro it takes 1 hour 15 minutes to reach to the center of the city from the airport. Metro and tram are the most convenient ways to travel within the city. A taxi would usually take 40 minutes, but it's expensive and can cost you between 40 to 50 euros. Our hotel accommodation was in Attiki area near Metagurgia metro station. All major attractions of the city are at a distance of 10 to 15 minutes metro ride from here. Here are some evening pictures captured from the terrace of our hotel on the first day of our arrival. The Carrefour store was just across the road, so it was convenient to pick up stuff whenever required. The bus stop was also conveniently located in front of the hotel. So finally it was time to start our adventure in the Athens city. First on the itinerary was the famous Acropolis. The Red Line metro took only 15 minutes to reach from Metagurgia to Acropolis station. It is better to opt for a metro day pass if you are planning a short stay here for less than a week. The area of Acropolis from where we start the hike to the iconic hilltop structure is amazing and has a vibrant atmosphere. We also came across a group of street performers. Look at this guy's performance. A climb to Acropolis hilltop is moderate. Not difficult but not a piece of cake either. Some visitors prefer to enter from Monastiraki Square side, but in my opinion it's better to enter from Acropolis metro station from where we started, as the walk from here is on a more gentle slope. Also, the incredible scenic views on this trail will keep you engaged constantly at every turn. Finally, we arrived at the entrance of the Acropolis. The majestic entrance offers a great view of the city and is quite popular among the shutterbugs. Such has been the architecture of this unique monument that the restoration work has been going on for more than 30 years and is expected to go on for a few more decades. The Parthenon is a remarkable marble temple inside the Acropolis hill compound. The temple is dedicated to Greek goddess Athena, whom the people of Athens considered as their patron. It can become extremely hot and sunny during the day, so try and visit here early morning or later in the second half. My favorite spot here was this place near this Greek flag on one corner of this hill, from where you can see literally the entire city. Standing on this point here, on the left side you can see the famous mountain of Lycabettus, and on the right side you will see the Hadrian's Ark and the ruins of the temple of Olympian Zeus. We spent our evening at the buzzing market of Monastiraki, famous for its nice and cute looking cafes. It's actually a flea market which becomes quite alive in the evening. Easily accessible by metro, it's quite an apt place to hang out with friends and families. From street performers to shops selling variety of stuff like artifacts, jewelries and clothing, this place has almost everything you can expect in a market. On day 3, we visited the iconic Syntagma Square. Hub of political, commercial and social life, the square is considered to be the heart of Athens. It's also known as the Constitution Square as it houses the Parliament building. Most visitors make it a point to visit this place to watch the famous ceremony of the changing of the guards, which happens every day, every hour on the hour. There is also a grand ceremony which takes place every Sunday at 11 am. The cute little garden with orange trees at this central place was an unexpected delight for us. In the neighborhood of Syntagma Square is the pedestrian street of Plaka, which connects it to Acropolis. Giving a feeling of a Greek village in the middle of the town, this is actually quite a buzzing place with cobblestone alleys lined with tiny shops selling traditional items. With sideways cafes and family-run restaurants which are open till late night, this is indeed a charming place and must be explored during your trip to Athens. About 40 minutes tram ride from Syntagma Square in the south of Athens will take you to the picturesque suburb of Glyfada. The upscale town area is famous for its sandy beaches, fashionable stores and an exciting nightlife. The place is ideal for a family day out if you are staying in the main city area. Make sure to enjoy the tram ride, which will take you to not only the scenic beaches, but it also passes through all the popular spots with plenty of shopping options and eatery joints. Here is a glimpse of this enjoyable journey with the scenic view of the beach and the marina area. With this, we come to an end of our first part of Greece travel series. In the second part, we will travel to the biggest Greek island of Crete. Till then, stay connected.